there'll be a interesting session which will be moderated by Mr. Hemendra Mathur, Venture Partner, Bharat Innovation Fund. We welcome you, Mr. Mathur. Uh, and this session is all about how the startups are helping the farmers, if I'm not wrong. And for this, can we have the video on screen, please, before we start the session? Just see this video and then we'll start the session. I request Mr. Mathur, once the video ends, you can come on stage and start the session. And I'll request all of you to let's keep our session 30-35 minutes because we are strictly trying to follow the timing for the later on sessions as well. Thank you so much.
will grow with this wonderful opportunity. I think in the last session, Ms. Verma has very eloquently mooted the need for saving water. And I think we will talk about that, especially in the agricultural sector. As you would know that out of the whatever 1200 BCM available of water available in the country, 80% is used in the area of agriculture. Then the benchmark, let's say for China, it is about 55 to 60%. So clearly we are using a lot of water in this sector. And even if we save 1%, 2%, 5%, the water available for urban use, industrial use can go up significantly. Clearly, we are one of the most water-stressed countries in the world, and as you would know, a lot of agriculture in India is dominated by smallholder farmers, 150 million smallholder farmers. So I'm sure all of us have experienced climate change, and we are all victims of climate change, I would say. But I think the person who suffer the most and who probably carry the disproportionate risk in the supply chain is the farmer, who's earning maybe 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs on an average in a year. Just imagine the plight of the farmer if we don't address the climate risk. And water is clearly one of the core problems. It's the access to water, it is unseasonal rains, it's the fact that groundwater, where a lot of our agriculture is dependent on, it is depleting. There's a study which says 50% of India's borewell are going to go dry in next 10 years. That's a very sort of that's going to be very sort of, a big challenge for us to make sure that enough water is available to grow food in the country. Fortunately, we have some brilliant startups, many of them sitting in the room who are trying to solve this challenge. Of course, I would like to see many more. There are probably few dozens. I would like to see at least few thousand startups working on water in the country, but nonetheless, I think it's a great start. Some very, very promising startups we have in the room today. And that's what we want to discuss today. Very interestingly, the format is not to interview the founders, which typically happens in a panel discussion. We are going to talk to the beneficiaries of all these innovations, which is essentially farmers. I hope you guys are comfortable in Hindi because हमारा काफ़ी conversation हिंदी में होगा और we'll translate. So मैं सभी जो farmer हैं, beneficiaries हैं, उनको stage पे बुलाना चाहूँगा. Shall we get started? Thanks. तो बड़ी अच्छी बात है. हम सारे फार्मर्स स्टेज पे हैं. हमारे फाउंडर्स रूम में बैठे हुए हैं. I'll start with one of the startups. It's called Cultivate. I think most of us are aware. And we have Mr. Harpreet Singh जी. नमस्कार. हरप्रीत सिंह जी हैं जिन्होंने Cultivate का सॉल्यूशन यूज़ किया है. हरप्रीत सिंह जी, मुझे आपसे जानना चाहूँगा कि ये जो उन्होंने मलेश जी ने बड़ा अच्छा एक IoT सेंसर यूज़ करके एक अपना सॉल्यूशन बनाया जिससे पानी की काफ़ी बचत होती है. Yes, sir. तो मैं आज जानना चाहूँगा आपने कब से यूज़ करना शुरू किया, आपको क्या फ़ायदे हुए, पानी की कितनी बचत हुई और मतलब जो आपकी प्रोडक्टिविटी है उस पर भी फ़र्क पड़ा क्या?
हेलो, मेरी लैंग्वेज पंजाबी है, थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है?
नहीं, एनीथिंग इज़ फाइन.
पंजाबी जी बोल सकते हैं ना जी? पंजाबी जी
हिंदी भी बोल सकते हैं. हिंदी बोल सकते हैं तो बहुत अच्छी बात है.
मिक्सअप कर देना थोड़ी.
ठीक है जी.
मिक्सअप ज़्यादा पंजाबी टच ही रहूगा ना सर?
ठीक है.
ਹੈਲੋ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ. ਅਸੀਂ 2019 ਤੋਂ ਮਤਲਬ CIPT ਦੇ ਥਰੂ ਸਰ ਜੁੜੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਾਂ ਸੀ ਜੀ. ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਟੈਂਸ਼ੂਮੀਟਰ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਜੀ. ਉਹਦੇ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਵੀ ਕਾਫੀ ਅੱਛੇ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਪਰ ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਸੀ ਜੋ ਫਾਰਮਰ ਇਨੋਵੇਟਰਸ ਨੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਐਕਟਿਵ ਸੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਫਾਇਦਾ ਟੈਂਸ਼ੂਮੀਟਰ ਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਿਆ ਜੀ. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ. ਇਹ ਲਗਭਗ 2019 ਤੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ ਸਰ. ਟੈਂਸ਼ੂਮੀਟਰ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਬੈਟਰੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਗਰਾਊਂਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਸਰ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬੈਟਰੀ ਨੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਸਰ. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਆਇਆ ਲਾਸਟ ਈਅਰ ਤੋਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਡਿਜੀਟਲ ਸੈਂਸਰਸ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਸਰ. ਉਹ ਮਤਲਬ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਪਸੰਦ ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ. ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਲਗਭਗ ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਸਰ 1 ਤੋਂ 1.5 ਪਾਣੀ ਦੀ ਬਚਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ। ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪਾਣੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਲਗਭਗ 35 ਕੁ ਦਿਨ
बता दी कितना यूनिट में कितना हुआ?
Hi, I'm Ranjot Singh from CIPT. So actually मैं थोड़ा सा ट्रांसलेट कर देता हूँ जो फार्मर ने कहा है. So actually he said कि from last year he is using this IoT based sensors which was you can say manufactured by Cultivate. So it saved around 1 to 1.5 irrigations. 1.5 to 2 irrigation means 5 to 6 hours of irrigations. And this one irrigation is of 3 hours. So basically what he said.
और ये पैडी में यूज किया इन्होंने?
Yeah, it is for paddy.
अच्छा अच्छा
ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸਪਰੇਅ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਸਪਰੇਅ ਦੀ ਬਚਤ ਵੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ।
अच्छा।
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੜਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਮੀ ਘੱਟ ਸੀਗੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਿਮਾਰੀ ਵੀ ਘੱਟ ਹੋਈ।
तो पेस्टिसाइड कम स्प्रे करना पड़ा?
बिल्कुल सर।
अच्छा।
मोस्टली
और
1 ਤੋਂ 2
आपकी प्रोडक्टिविटी पे कोई फर्क पड़ा क्या? मतलब कम पैडी हुई, ज्यादा हुई?
ਤੇ ਫਰਕ ਪਿਆ ਸਰ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੜਾਂ ਡਰਾਈ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਫੈਲਾਅ ਵੀ ਹੋਇਆ।
अच्छा।
ਫੈਲਾਅ ਹੋਣ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਪਰੋਕਸੀਮੇਟਲੀ 50 ਤੋਂ 60
So basically ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर मैं वाटर की बात करूँ लेट मी कन्वर्ट इट इनटू यूनिट्स. So 1 घंटे में अराउंड 60 to 70,000 liters of water paddy need for one irrigation. Paddy needs 50 to 60,000 liters of water. So अगर आप 6 घंटे या 7 घंटे पैडी के बचा रहे हैं, so that is for AWD only. बिकॉज जब हम स्टार्ट करते हैं पैडी की कल्टीवेशन स्टार्ट करते हैं, हम वाटर स्टैंडिंग करते हैं, वाटर फ्लडिंग करते हैं, दैट इज मैंडेटरी बिकॉज दैट इज द नीड ऑफ द पैडी. बट सेंसर वर्क स्टार्ट्स व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड AWD, alternate wetting and drying. So at that time he deployed sensors and he saved around 6 hours of irrigations, and you can multiply 6 into 60,000. So this much of liters of water he saved. And in terms of percentage, it is around 25 to 30%.
गुड।
Yeah. And जो इन्होंने स्प्रे का कहा है, इन्होंने कहा है कि जो नमी कम होती है उसकी वजह से फंगस कम होती है, उनकी जो स्प्रे है वो 750 से 1,000 रुपया प्रति एकड़
उसमें बचत हो गई इनकी।
ਪੈਸਟ ਵੀ ਘੱਟ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਰ।
तो हरप्रीत जी, ये जनरली किसान का मानना होता है कि ज्यादा पानी मतलब ज्यादा अनाज, तो आप मतलब
पहले तो किसान यही सोचते थे ना।
हाँ,
पहले तो
तो
यही
वो सोच बदली है अब कि पानी की बचत से भी आप ज्यादा प्रोडक्शन कर सकते हैं?
पूरी तरह तो नहीं कह सकते हम, लेकिन कुछ कुछ चेंज तो हो रहा है सर।
आपने अपना सोल्यूशन के बारे में बाकी किसानों को बताया अपने गांव में कि हम
बात तो चल रही है सर, बात चल रही है।
अच्छा, तो आप
और जो इनोवेटर्स हैं वो साथ भी दे रहे हैं सर।
अच्छा,
जो लैगर्स हैं वो तो आपका साथ नहीं देते ना।
हाँ। नहीं चलिए, आई
वो तो
थिंक
आपको वाइड कर
ये
रहे हैं।
मुहिम जारी करिए, कोशिश करिए
मुहिम चल
कि
रही है सर।
अधिक से अधिक फार्मर जुड़े आपके साथ और कल्टीवेट का सोल्यूशन यूज करें।
बिल्कुल। और इसके लिए स्पेशल थैंक्स फॉर CIPT।
चलो, big applause for CIPT and Malesh sitting in the room. Very good work. So
डॉक्टर रंजोत सिंह एंड मिस्टर संदीप सिंह,
जी जी,
वेरी कोऑपरेटिव।
great. Thank you. With that, we'll move, in the interest of time, we'll move to Urdhvam. Urdhvam
ਇੱਕ
हमें
ਮਤਲਬ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਐਡ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ
ਜੀ, ਬੋਲੀਏ।
ਮਤਲਬ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਸੈਂਸਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਾ ਲਿਓ, ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਫਾਰਮਰ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਟੈਚ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੈਰੀ ਔਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਸੈਂਸਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਖੇਤ 'ਚ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਨਾ, ਮੇਰੇ ਦੋਸਤ ਨੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਾਫੀ ਏਰੀਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਵਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੋ ਤਾਂ।
सो बेसिकली ये कह रहे हैं कि इन्होंने, क्योंकि कुछ चीज़ें जो हमने नहीं बताई इनको, इन्होंने खुद से की हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल ये जो कह रहे हैं कि इन्होंने 1 एकड़ पे सेंसर लगाया था, लेकिन वो सेंसर इन्होंने जो बाकी एकड़ है उस अकॉर्डिंगली बाकी एकड़ में पानी लगाया. फॉर एग्जांपल इन्हें पता चल गया कि सेंसर में कितने आवर्स पानी लग रहा है सेंसर से प्रति एकड़ में. सो इन्होंने उसको रेप्लिकेट किया बाकी अपनी फील्ड्स में. सो बेसिकली ये कहना चाहते हैं.
बहुत अच्छा।
और साथ में आप अपने किसानों दोस्तों को भी जोड़ सकते हैं सर।
जी जी, बिल्कुल,
वहाँ से स्टार्ट हुआ, वहीं से वो स्टार्ट करेंगे और आपको मैसेज तो आ ही रहा है।
बहुत बढ़िया,
वेरी बेनिफिशियल। थैंक यू सर।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका। Urdhvam, I think most of us know it's a borewell recharging startup doing some fantastic work. I think Rahul is in the room, but we'll talk to the farmer. Rajaram ji, namaskar.
वापर संस्था त्याच्या वतीने आपला बोर रिचार्ज करण्यात आला. मग रिचार्ज म्हणजे आम्हाला काय कळलं नसती. मग ती साहेब म्हणले किती खोल बोर आहे, म्हणलं आहे 300 फूट. मग ते मग मोटरवरी काढून मग रिचार्ज करू. मग त्यांनी ते कॅमेरा सोडला खाली, मग टेस्ट केलं बुडापुरे. क्रॅशिंग पाईप किती म्हणले, म्हणलं 30 फूट आहे. मग पुन्हा ते कॅमेरा वरी काढला, ती मशीन सोडलं खाली. मग ती कटर होतं खाली बोर्डाला क्रॅशिंगला कट केलं, तिथं पाणी आलं. थोडं पुन्हा वरी घेतलं, पुन्हा पाणी आलं. आणि असं 4-5 जागेवर पाणी लागलं. पुन्हा शेवटला लागलं नाही ते मग वरी घेतलं मशीन त्यांनी. मग पुन्हा ते कॅमेरा आणि पुन्हा डबल सोडला खाली. मग पुन्हा ते चेक केलं आणि मग पाणी वाढलं. पहिला एक अर्धा पाऊण तास चालायचा, ते आता 2-4 तास फुल चालते. आणि
ट्रांसलेट कर साथ साथ ट्रांसलेट करते रहेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा थोड़ा. हाँ थोड़ा हाँ.
नमस्ते. जे फार्मर है राजारामजी भोगिल, महाराष्ट्र से उस्मानाबाद से फार्मर है. जो हमने जो वाटर शेड का प्रोग्राम चल रहा था, तो वहाँ से एक एक्टिविटी हमने बोर रिचार्ज का उर्दम से साथ किया था. वो जब काम वो बोल रहे थे, उनका जो बोर है वो आधा घंटा चलता था पहले. जब रिचार्ज का काम हमने किया तो वो करने के बाद वो 4 घंटे अभी बोर चल रहा है. जो पिछले साल में उनने जनवरी में वो रिचार्ज करने के बाद पिछले मई में उनका 4 घंटा उतना ठीक है बोर ज़्यादा पानी दे रहा है. दूसरा ये का पिछले साल में मई में उनने ग्राउंडनट का क्रॉप लिया था और 25,000 उनका यील्ड बता ये हुआ, इंक्रीज हुआ है उनका.
और ये बोर्ड कितना उन्होंने इन्वेस्ट किया इस टेक्नोलॉजी पे, और उसके बारे में पूछेंगे.
वैसे उनने 3 साल पहले बोर लिया, साल पहले लिया था बोर. बाद में वो तो आधा घंटा चलता था.
अच्छा.
हाँ, जब वो रिचार्ज करने के बाद आज 4 घंटा, अभी ये साल तो अभी बात कर रहे हो तो 8 घंटा जब लाइट चलता 8 घंटा चल रहा है महाराष्ट्र में, तो 8 घंटा भी बोर चलता है उनका.
कितना इंच का पाइप है इसका?
उनका
1.5 इंची.
1.5 इंच.
तो ये अपना ये है भारत सरकार की योजना जो वाटर सेट की पूरा कंट्री में चल रही है, जल ग्रहण योजना, प्रधानमंत्री कृषि सिंचाई योजना, जल ग्रहण 2, पहले फर्स्टली अब सेकंड. क्या उससे भी लाभान्वित हुए वहाँ किसान?
नहीं, उन्हें वहाँ तो पहले उनका खुद का लिया था. अभी वाटर शेड का प्रोग्राम, वाटर शेड मैनेजमेंट का प्रोग्राम उधर चल रहे हैं. वो अलग संस्था से चल रहे हैं, एनजीओ के माध्यम से चल रहे
और
हैं.
कितने किसान यूज कर रहे हैं इस तरह की टेक्नोलॉजी इनके क्षेत्र में?
अभी उनके गांव में 50 लोगों का रिचार्ज किया है. अभी उस्मानाबाद डिस्ट्रिक्ट में हम एक 500 बोर का हमने प्लान किया है.
500 बोर का.
500.
चलिए, बहुत अच्छी बात है, बहुत अच्छा लगा ये सुन के कि आपने इसका यूज़ किया और आपको ज़्यादा पानी मिलने में सहायता मिली.
दूसरा मैं थोड़ा एडिशनल ऐड कर सकता है. जो बोरवेल जो नीचे जो पानी है 300-400 फीट में, तो 150 साल का पहला पानी है. जब वाटर शेड मैनेजमेंट का या वाटर शेड का कौन सा भी जलग्रहण प्रोग्राम होता है तो उनका वाटर लेवल अंदर जाते हैं. पर ये टेक्नोलॉजी से क्या होता है, ऊपर से तो 10 फीट या 15 फीट से ऊपर पानी होता है, तो ये टेक्नोलॉजी से नीचे पानी जाता है. वाटर लेवल बढ़ाने के लिए बहुत अच्छा टेक्नोलॉजी है. जब कौन सा ही वाटर शेड का जलग्रहण प्रोग्राम करते हैं तो पहले उनका रिस्ट टू वैली काम करते हैं, तो ऊपर उनका पानी नीचे जाते हैं, पर तो टाइम लगता है. जो आप आज लोग बोर रिचार्ज कर रहे हैं, अब पहले बोर लेते थे 300-400 फीट का जो पानी, तो पुराने हमारे दादाजी ने वगैरह वो पानी ये किया था, वो पानी नीचे मिल रहा
और
है.
जब बरसात नहीं
हाँ,
होती तब भी काम करता है.
काम करते हैं. हाँ, बरसात में तो ऐसे भी रन अप होता है, बारिश होने के बाद रन अप होता है, तो ये टेक्नोलॉजी से पानी नीचे जाएगा, वो 150 से 200 फीट को रिचार्ज होगा. बहुत अच्छा टेक्नोलॉजी है.
चलिए, बहुत अच्छा, हमें इनके लिए वाकई तालियां. बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं आप, और उर्ध्वम की टीम को भी बहुत बहुत
Thank you.
आई थिंक ये बहुत अच्छा ग्रास रूट इनोवेशन है जिसको हमें अलग अलग गांवों तक ले जाना है.
थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू. अब नेक्स्ट है हमारा माई हार्वेस्ट फार्म. इट इज़ अ स्टार्टअप इनटू नेचुरल फार्मिंग. अर्चना इज़ द फाउंडर हेयर. बड़ा अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. तो इसमें भी हमारे फार्मर हैं मिस्टर श्रीनिवासन, मिस्टर एलूमलाई श्रीनिवासन. तो मैं आपसे जानना चाहूँगा कि आप ये इंग्लिश इज़ फाइन. ओके. So please tell us for how long you are associated with My Harvest Farms. What is the support they have provided to you, and has it impacted your income? You know.
ஹலோ எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். இந்த மையாரஸ்டால் நான் நிறைய பெனிஃபிட் அடைஞ்சிருக்கேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் வந்து அவங்க நிறைய எனக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறாங்க. நான் ஆர்கானிக்காக பண்ணணும்னு ஆசை எனக்கு. அவங்களால ஆர்கானிக்காக இப்போ எனக்கு பண்ணணும்னு ஆசை இருந்ததுனால அவங்களால அந்த ஆர்கானிக் பண்ணுறதுனால முடியுது என்னால். அதை மார்க்கெட்டிங் பண்ணுறது தான் கஷ்டமாக இருந்துச்சு. அதுவும் அவங்க ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஆர்கானிக்காக பண்ணுறத மார்க்கெட்டிங் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறாங்க.
So I've always wanted to do organic farming. So for him.
First introduce which state
Okay.
belong.
Okay, yeah. So he is Elumalai and we are from Tamil Nadu. He works in Tiruvallur district and it's called a village called Sembedu. Okay, he's a graduate. His father used to do regular paddy farming and used a lot of chemicals. But his grandfather was doing natural farming. So he wanted to get back the land. So there was one generation which switched to chemical farming. So he was on the cat on the wall, wanting to do but had no idea. So that's when we met him. So he's now doing organic farming and we can ask him about the crops, how he does and all of that.
For how long he's associated with you?
Since 2019.
2019.
19.
Okay.
So we started in 2018.
Okay.
So he is actually our second farmer.
And what kind of support he gets from you?
Yeah, he can talk about the support and then I can.
Okay, sure.
So which crop have been grown
Yeah,
as organic farming?
லேடிஸ் ஃபிங்கர்,
Bindi? He does bindi.
yeah.
கீரை வகைகள் எல்லாம் பண்ணுறேன்.
So what is the difference between the yield before and as organic farming?
Yield
तो
difference.
ये घटा है प्रोडक्शन की बराबर है या ज्यादा हुआ?
கெமிக்கலுக்கு ஆர்கானிக்
Chemical को इसको difference.
கெமிக்கலை பொறுத்தவரையும் நம்ம ஒர்க்கு அதிகமாக இருக்காது. நம்ம எதை வேணாலும் களை எடுத்துக்கு இல்லாமல் மருந்து வந்துச்சு, கெமிக்கல் யூஸ் பண்ணி அந்த களையெல்லாம் ரிமூவ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். இப்போ ஆர்கானிக் ஒர்க்கை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நம்ம ஒர்க்கு தான் கொஞ்சம் அதிகமாக இருக்கும். ஆனால் நம்ம காஸ்ட்டு செலவு கம்மியாக இருக்கும். ஆர்கானிக் பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் காஸ்ட்டு கம்மி, நமக்கு பெனிஃபிட் அதிகம்.
So he does multi-cropping. Okay, earlier it was paddy or he used to do only jasmine flowers. So now he does 4-5 crops in his farm. One is lady's finger, he does radish, he would do spinach. Spinach is easy to grow. So there was revenue flowing every week. There were at least 2 or 3 harvests on a weekly basis. And in terms of pricing, he didn't give a number. We can ask him that. But he says earlier, effort-wise, the effort he spent, the people effort was less because there was a bottle for everything. They would just buy and use weedicide or they would use pest repellent and pesticides and all of that. So the cost of pesticides was more. Now his labor, people's charges are more. But that has cut down his cost and he is able to see more realization of money now. And what we have calculated with his data was when he was just doing paddy, in the entire season he earned around 12,000 rupees as a profit margin, which is split into 4 months is 3,000 per month.
Okay.
But now if you ask how much he earns, we can get that number.
And does My Harvest help you to sell the produce also?
ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறாங்க, மார்க்கெட்டிங் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணா. இப்போ நான் ஆர்கானிக்காக விளைவிச்சா அந்த நார்மல் சந்தையில் திரும்பினா
आप सारा प्रोड्यूस इनके थ्रू बेचते हो? मतलब you sell it through them only, all the produce?
100% only with My Harvest. So earlier they would go to the local market and then they would get from 3 rupees to 6 rupees per kg of brinjal from his farm. The best price was 6 rupees.
And the organic certification is
We
given?
have not got a certification. We are doing the PGS way. So we are
PGS.
working with the PGS. So he used to get 6 rupees as the best price, but his cost to grow per kg was 18 rupees.
Ah.
Okay. Today we know that it is 18 rupees and sometimes it goes to even 20, 22 rupees. So he gets a fair price. So what is the price? Ladies finger.
30.
It's more. Yeah. So we are agnostic for the market. For the customer, we are not doing a market price.
Who are the customers? Are these retailers or end customers?
Only customers of families, B2C. Only
B2C.
Only
End to
B2C.
end.
And My Harvest is a farm to home. So we have families buying on a regular basis. 84 to 86% of people are regular buyers.
Suppose organic lady finger, what is the difference between rate?
Rate. பழைய லேடிஸ் ஃபிங்கர் எவ்வளோ காசு?
கெமிக்கல் மார்க்கெட்டில் வந்து லேடிஸ் ஃபிங்கரோட ரேட் வந்து 10, 8 அந்த மாதிரி தான்
He
இருக்கும்.
got 8 rupees, 10 rupees.
10 rupees.
Yeah, in chemical he got 8 rupees, 10 rupees when he was selling locally.
Okay.
Now நாங்க என்ன கொடுக்குறோம்?
30 rupees.
We are giving him 30 rupees.
And where are the end customers?
For customers it will be 50 rupees.
No, but where are they located? How far they are located?
The customers are in Chennai, which is
Chennai.
from his farm, it is 35 kilometers from Chennai. So our idea is local produce, local farmer, and customers visit his farm. So most of them have seen Elumalai.
In COVID times, was he using
So
the?
we wanted to talk about that.
Yeah,
specifically.
please talk about.
COVID அப்ப என்னாச்சு?
கோவிட் அப்போ கெமிக்கலில் பண்ணுறவங்க எல்லாம் விற்க முடியாத வேஸ்ட்டாக கீழே கொட்டிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. அந்த கோவிட் டைமில் வந்து இவங்க மட்டும் நான் மட்டும் காய்கறி எடுத்து கொடுத்துட்டு இருந்தேன்.
So during
எல்லாமே
COVID, the entire village, they had no connection. It was market completely cut down. So people, most of them, they didn't harvest. Even if they harvest, there were no places to sell. Even the people who were just growing marigold and flowers, the market supply was gone. But only 7 farmers of My Harvest Farms were actually doing farming, and they were growing and giving it to us. The same realization, no difference in the price or whatsoever. And Elimalai is actually special because he has also worked in the back end. He's worked with us in the supply chain. He packs, he does, and he has delivered. He has met customers in person.
Very good.
So he knows the
And
entire
do
farm.
customers come and visit his farm?
Yeah, you should ask him. Customers meet farm.
ஃபார்முக்கு வந்து விசிட்
They
பண்ணுவாங்க
come?
கஸ்டமர்.
Okay.
And
Good.
they see, and he explains to them how he makes the farm inputs. So he will show them the cow dung and how he sprays. He takes them on a tractor ride. So he makes fun plus education happening when they come to farm visits.
One question I have.
Yeah.
Like this is around the organic farming, but I understood.
Please.
But do you have some water efficient practice or water use efficiency enhancement also?
Water difference என்னென்ன பண்ண water பழையபடி இதுக்கு
பழைய கெமிக்கலை யூஸ் பண்ணோன்னே வாட்டர் அதிகமாக தேவைப்படும். இந்த ஆர்கானிக்னா வாட்டர் கம்மியாக தான் தேவைப்படும். நம்ம அது அந்த சாணியெல்லாம் கரைச்சி விடுவோம். அந்த மாதிரி சாணியெல்லாம் கரைச்சி விடுறது, சாணி கரைச்சி விடுறது, 5 வகை புண்ணாக்கு, இந்த மாதிரி சில இதெல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணோம்னா நமக்கு மண் தன்மை வந்து
So basically 3 things happened. Okay, so if you look at water per se, when he switched to natural farming, all his inputs were cow dung, cow urine, and all of these. So when urea and few others are all salt based, when you eat something too salty, we need more water. So when the inputs were not salty, the water consumption for the land was down. Number 1. Number 2, paddy, always water was there in the field, stagnated. The consumption, the bore was like running every day. But here he's done multi-cropping and they're all drip, and we have modified the way the farming was done. We didn't change a lot of the practices, but just brought them back to 30 years back and believed in the trust was something that we had to work on.
So Archana, how many such farmers do you have?
We have today about 180 farmers across Tamil Nadu and 7-8 districts today.
Okay.
Local, sorry? No pesticides. So every farmer of My Harvest. Yeah. Yeah, we use only that. So every farmer makes it at their farm. So we are not making and selling it to them.
Do they own cattle or something?
He has
10.
He has 10 cows.
So the cow dung that cattle that goes into the farm, right?
எங்கள் வீட்டில் இருக்கிறது எங்கள் மாட்டு சாணி எல்லாம் ஃபுல்லாக நாங்கள் எங்களுக்கு ஃபார்முக்கு
The
யூஸ்
irony
பண்ணுவோம்.
is he had 10 cows. They used to sell milk as a family, but he never used his cow dung before.
Okay.
Okay, so that is what it's about, bringing back faith. His own cow dung, we told him, is actually manure for your farm. You should be using, and it works.
Very good.
So I think the more stories were him believing in his own land, his own crop, his own nativity, because everybody in the village, and he's a graduate, he used to work in a factory. He was making around 10,000 during those 3 months when there was no crop. The summer and rainy times, there was no job, so people at home would ask him to go work. So he used to go to a factory. So now we said, come back, pack, deliver. So he makes 18,000, 20,000 a month. His family is happy.
Very good. So big applause for Alumalai and Archana. Okay.
Open pollinated and native seeds. So there are some seed conservators in Tamil Nadu that we work with. So we get their seeds, but some seeds we do get saplings or improved versions. We do. So there are some hybrids, because when we have the nati tomato, for example, when we grew a lot of it here, they had those brown patches and it was too sour that the B2C families couldn't take a lot. So we had a mix. So we had to work with the horticulture department and to get improved hybrid seed. So there are hybrid seeds. We are not able to go 100% nati yet, but I think the vision is definitely there. In terms of corn and all of that, people ask for GMO, we're like non-GMO. All the ethics are all there.
Thanks. So in the interest of time, we'll move. And the last startup that we have in this panel is Krishnam. They're doing fantastic work in weather-based advisory to optimize irrigation. And we have Mr. Lakshmi Narayan. तो लक्ष्मी जी, आप बताइए, आप कृष्णम के साथ कब से जुड़े हुए हैं? और in English? Okay. So sir, I will translate your question to Telugu. Okay. So, Lakshmiji, you tell us for how long are you associated with Krishnam? What kind of advisory do they provide? And how frequently you receive it? And how do you decide basis that advisory how much to irrigate? And has it translated into water savings?
ಹಲೋ
ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀನಾರಾಯಣ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ನಾವು ಹಂಪಿಯಿಂದ 30 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟ್ರ್ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಕೊಪ್ಪಳ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಗಂಗಾವತಿ ತಾಲೂಕು ನಾವಿರೋದು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ವಿ. ತುಂಗಭದ್ರಾ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಕೆನಲ್ 17 ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟರ್ ತುಂಗಭದ್ರಾ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಕೆನಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಯಾವುದು ಭತ್ತ ಬೆಳಿತೀವಿ ರೀ, ಭತ್ತ ಬೆಳೆಯೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತೆಲುಗು, ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ತೆಲುಗಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಇವರು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ తెలుగಲ್ಲಿ మాట్లాడితే ఇదాಗುತ್ತೆ, తెలుగಲ್ಲಿ మాట్లాడతారు సార్. మేము పండించేదంతా వరి పండిస్తామండి. ఇప్పుడు కర్ణాటకలో మా పూర్ ఫాదర్స్ ఇన్ సెటిల్ కర్ణాటక. మేము పండించేదంతా అక్కడ పండిస్తూ ఉంటాం వరి. మాకు 2 years బ్యాక్.
Yes, so what he said was he is from Gangavati, Koppal district of Karnataka, and he belongs to D17 distributary of TLBC canal. TLBC is Tungabhadra West Bank canal, and what he's saying is basically from his ancestors they cultivate paddy only, right?
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್. 2 years బ్యాక్ క్రిస్టమ్ టెక్నాలజీ వారు మా దగ్గరికి వచ్చి ఇలాగ మేము వెదర్ ఇన్ మీకు ప్యాడీలో ఎటువంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఏంటి అని చెప్పేసి వాళ్ళు అడిగినప్పుడు మేము చెప్పాము వెదర్ రేపు ఏం జరుగుతుంది మాకు తెలియదు. ఆ వెదర్స్ మెసేజ్ కావాలి వెదర్స్ది. తర్వాత రెయిన్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది, తర్వాత హ్యూమిడిటీ, ఇవన్నీ కావాలని చెప్పినప్పుడు వాళ్ళు మాకు ఇచ్చేశారు.
Right. So 2 years back we have associated with several farmers in Gangavati. As of now we are associated with around 7,000 hectares. But when we were associated with him, they wanted data about weather. So they received data about data regarding rainfall, humidity, temperature, and all related weather parameters. And using those, he has saved water, and he will tell us how he has saved water and all of that.
ఆ వెదర్ మెసేజ్ మాకు పంపించడం వల్ల మేము 20-30% ఇస్ లేబర్ రెడ్యూస్ కాస్ట్ లేబర్. ఎందుకంటే రేపు వర్షం ఏం పడుతుంది, టుమారో ఏం జరుగుతుంది, ఏం లేదు, వర్షం లేబర్ కాస్ట్ మిగులుతుంది. తర్వాత మేజర్ వాటర్ మిగులుతుంది. వర్షం వచ్చినప్పుడు మనకు వాటర్ అవసరం లేదు. కానీ మాకు ఇక్కడ మా లోకల్ అంతా కూడా లేబర్ వాటర్ ఎక్కువ యూజ్ చేసి వేస్ట్గా వాటర్ వెళ్ళిపోయేది. అది బాగా యూజ్ అయ్యేది.
So what he's saying is he has primarily identified two benefits. The first benefit is using the water advisory. He was able to cut out the labor cost because he knows that tomorrow whether it's going to rain or not based on the forecast. And then the second one is water saved because if tomorrow it's going to rain, he will not apply water. And then he also said that
అది లేబర్ కాస్ట్. తర్వాత ఈ పెస్ట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్.
right.
పెస్ట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఈజ్ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ప్యాడీలో మేము వాటర్ ఎక్కువ పెట్టడం వల్ల ఎక్కువ పెస్ట్ వస్తుంది, ఎక్కువ హ్యూమిడిటీ రేజ్ అయ్యి ఎక్కువ పెస్ట్ వచ్చడం ఇవన్నీ జరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి. తర్వాత ఫర్టిలైజర్ అప్లికేషన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. అప్లికేషన్ చేసిన వెంటనే రెయిన్ వచ్చిందంటే యూరియా మొత్తం వేస్టేజ్ అవుతుంది.
Right. So what he's saying is, in addition to these benefits, he has also got benefits in terms of pest management and also fertilizer management. What he says is based on these information that he gets from Kritsnam, he was able to manage the pests. I mean, he was able to reduce the pest infection, and also he was able to save the urea that was applied to the farm because he knows that he should not apply more water.
So how much is the saving in a season?
Yes, sir.
Urea, how much less urea did you apply?
Sir, 30-35% urea is saved.
Okay,
Actually.
that's great.
Yeah, sir. Urea saved. Next, harvesting is major. Paddy harvesting. Yes, tomorrow వర్షం వస్తుందా లేదా తెలియదు. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం, ఎవ్రీడే ఈజ్ 8 o'clock మెసేజ్ వచ్చేది. custom technology every
8
day.
o'clock every morning.
Every morning 8 o'clock.
Do you get it on your mobile?
Mobile.
And what
Mobile.
language? What language do you get?
What language is local languages? Kannada.
Okay.
Kannada local languages లో every day is 8 o'clock.
And do you follow it all the time?
ఓకే మేము ఫాలో అవ్వడం కాదు, అదర్ ఫార్మర్స్ మేము ఫోన్ చేసి వన్ సీజన్ ఈజ్ అడాప్టెడ్, ఎవరికి తెలియదు నెక్స్ట్ సీజన్ అందరు ఫార్మర్స్ మీరు సేఫ్ హార్వెస్ట్లో ఉన్నారు, మీకేంటి ప్రాబ్లము, మేమంతా వర్షంలో ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది.
Right. What he says is not only he follows, he will also guide other farmers to follow this.
And does he pay for this service?
No.
Oh, it's free. Okay, great.
I mean, right now, this is a government project, and I'll just briefly explain what this project is about and where Mr. Lakshminarayana Garu comes from. We have actually we have got two canals of the TLBC. Those are called D17 and D95. As you can see, by the number itself, D17 is closer to 0, which is the reservoir point, so it gets more water, right? And D95 is far away from the reservoir, so it gets less water. So in this project, what we are going to do is we are going to uniformly distribute the water so that every farmer can optimally use the water and save water for their optimal, production of the crop, right? So like Lakshminarayan Garu belongs to the upper stream, the Gangavati, and so he's also saying that because of this solution, he was able to save a lot of water.
Okay,
Yes.
so great. I think we have come to the end of the session.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So right now, it's I guess it's around 60 to 65%, but it's improving. We are associated with one more company. The company name is Meteo Blue. So we are associated with them, and then recently we understood that our forecast, it's based on the observation from farmers. We understood that it's pretty good, right? And also we understood we also got some criticism from them that hey, these guys come to us daily, and they tell us that if tomorrow if our message says it rains, and unfortunately if it doesn't rain, then these guys immediately tell us that tomorrow, this day it didn't rain. So we will go back and we will see what's happening, and we will correct our model, and ultimately we will give them the accurate data.
I think we can take the questions offline because we are waiting for the next session. But big applause for all the farmers and all the founders who are sitting in the room. Sure, go ahead. 30 seconds. अगर बताना चाहे 30 सेकंड में बता दीजिए. हाँ. Very good.
They deserve a huge round of applause. Let's have a innovation going to the grassroots level, making an impact. I must say that has been the crux of this section. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you, Mr. Mathur, as well, for wonderfully playing the role of moderator and also asking the right question to get right answers. Thank you so much.